Hey.
Hi there, my name is Giuliano.
My name is Diogo.
We're from Brazil.
Yeah, I'm a civil engineering student currently.
I'm a lawyer, and I'm his dad, by the way.
And I'm his son, evidently. We've come to Japan for travels this January 2024. We plan on eating a lot, on skiing a lot, and we just came here aside from that overall for a love of the culture, which I had since I was very young, watching a lot of anime and Japanese series, and that's what motivated us to come here along with those other factors.
Cool. So have you eaten oysters?
Not yet.
Yes, today we're gonna eat oysters, including raw oysters, for your first experience.
Oh, sugoi.
Nami stand. That's the restaurant's name.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, let's eat.
Oh, sure, let's go.
Let me explain about this menu.
Sure.
They have oysters from Miyagi Prefecture, and they serve oysters just they received, so it's fresh.
Sure.
And these are the flavors. First one is lemon, with
Okay.
lemon, and this is the standard flavor. And this one,
Ponzu jelly.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there
ponzu is citrus based
yeah.
soy sauce. And this is, you read Japanese characters?
No, there is, it is in
Oh,
English.
is it? Okay. I didn't see that.
Kampai.
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 Let's do kampai.
Kampai.
Welcome to Japan.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Oh.
Do you like umeshu?
Yeah, it's very tasty. Thank you.
Have you had
Good.
this before?
No, it's
So
my
it's
first
first
time.
time. Oh.
Yeah, it's really tasty.
Is it sweet for you?
It's perfect. I like sweet, like food, sweet drinking. I like everything sweet. Sweet people.
Oh yeah, totally. Could you tell us about Brazil?
Yeah, sure.
I'm curious, what kind of food you guys eat? Like meat?
Yeah, cause like I cook a lot, and I also go out a lot to restaurants, and Japanese restaurants like izakayas and
Oh wow.
like sushi, like omakases.
I think you're Japanese.
Maybe to some degree, but I'd say that the average Brazilian, like we eat a lot of cow meat, like beef. In Brazil, we don't get that as much pork as you guys get here. We also eat a lot of chicken in similar ways to you guys, like grilled, fried. But we eat definitely less sweet and salty food. Both. Oh.
It's yummy.
Você nem fio o
This
dedo
is
atrás
a
pra dar
lemon.
uma.
Eu
This
puxo.
is ponzu.
A língua é muito potente.
Ah,
And
que
this
arrasta.
is wasabi. Soy sauce.
Okay. Oh.
It's straightforward. Soltou e meteu pra dentro.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Slide it down into your mouth.
Oh yeah. Got it.
Are you okay with the chopsticks? You
Yeah.
want-
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, grab it.
Cuidado, hein, jeitoso.
Oh, nice.
You got it.
É, velho.
Yeah, you made
Boa,
it.
boa.
Very good. Very sweet.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, definitely. Usually in Brazil, the bigger oysters, they're not that sweet. And the smaller oysters are sweeter, but of course they don't have like the mouthfeel, like they're not that, if you bite into them, they're not that thick. This is both, so it's interesting. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
My turn, my turn.
Yes, your turn. Oh, thumbs up.
Very good, thank you.
Yeah.
Is
more.
you expected?
It's really tasty. I don't have oyster like that often. He and his mom eat it much more often than I do, but I like it as well.
Yay! How did you learn chopsticks? How to use chopsticks?
Eating a lot of Japanese food. We do it like on a regular basis. I'll say we eat Japanese food. I'll say at least like twice a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, including I think izakaya food, I probably eat it like 5-6
Oh
times.
wow, you're Japanese.
Yeah, I eat it I think every day. One of my meals at least is to some degree Japanese food. So.
100% Japanese.
Yeah, he's not like an average Brazilian at all. He's very good.
No, in terms of like Japanese gastronomy and like I think I venture into it a bit more. I love it. It was me who convinced him to come to Japan, and like I really wanted to try the food here, and so it's been amazing. Definitely, it's way harder to eat bad food in Japan than good food.
I'm happy you guys are enjoying food in Japan.
Thank you. Yeah.
You speak Japanese very good. Did you study Japanese before you came to
No,
Japan?
I don't speak Japanese at all. I mean, I use the translator.
Really? But you were saying perfect, like perfect timing, perfect words.
It's anime training, right?
Yeah, anime training, perhaps. Phonetics of Portuguese and Japanese are very similar.
Yes, very.
Like, at least in terms of pronunciation, it's much easier than for like an American or a German person. So maybe I can pronounce it fairly well, like okay, I can pronounce it, but I can't speak it at all. Like I haven't studied the language, I just translate and maybe try to risk to say something.
Yeah, do it. Are you recording?
It's okra.
Yeah, I know it. My wife loves it. I'm having it like a tribute to her.
In Brazil we call it quiabo.
Cabo.
Oh my.
Do you like that burger? These are the ones they are mainly served here, and it's their specialty. How do you like Japan?
In general,
Yes, what's your impression about Japan so far?
I think it's much safer than Brazil.
Yeah, that's something that I've already told her. This is totally different than Brazil. In Brazil, we don't feel like
Safe
to
walking on the
walk
street.
on the street. So here it's a totally different world. So you can we don't have that concern that something
Might
bad
happen.
may happen at any
How
time.
is it not safe?
Yeah, like when we got here, we went to the hotels. Left the other day. We left like 5 in the morning to go to a fish market, and we were walking on the street. And I remember my dad saying like, "Oh, this feels safe." You know, like there's so many people on the street, but they're far apart. You know, no one's gonna rob you. The feeling of it is just so different. Back in Brazil, it's like I love walking with my phone in my hand. In my hand because I'm very stupid, and everyone tells me like you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that because you do get robbed. You know, like I know I'm one of the few people I know myself who haven't been robbed because like I'm lucky, I guess.
Could you tell me about your university?
I'm currently studying civil engineering. Going into my second year.
And under which university?
It's called the University of São Paulo. I go to the Polytechnic school. Well, I like it. To some degree, I'm definitely more leaning towards humanities, though I wanted to study engineering, and so I am.
You're gonna be an exchange student?
Yeah, perhaps I'll come to Japan for an exchange program for like 6 months. I plan to go to France as well, because I study French, I speak French to some degree. Maybe Germany as well. I plan to travel around a bit during university and live in different places, study in different places. Might be worthwhile.
That's good for you.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah.
How did you learn English?
I went to the US a lot as a kid, and I always liked to speak and talk with people so much. And through talking with people, even though I didn't have very good teachers, English teachers in Brazil, I started learning. by force. I used to go skiing, and my dad would drop me off at ski school, and no one would speak Portuguese, right? And so I had to find a way to communicate, and so I started learning. And then in Brazil, I went into an English school which was kind of better than the one I went to before. And by the time I was 10, I spoke it well. And I also lived in the US for like 8 months.
Only 8 months?
Yeah,
But
because
you speak like native English speaker.
oh, thank you. I mean, me and my girlfriend, she went to a British school, and her sister was born in the U.S. as well. Her parents lived there for a long time, and so me and her talk maybe more in English than in Portuguese because it's kind of her like house's language. Like her family speaks it. So I speak a lot of English in my day-to-day. I'd say I have a lot of American friends, European friends who I talk in English with as well. So.
Nice. How's dad's perspective about him being very international?
Yeah, like my wife and I always try to support our kids. We have 4 kids, by the way. His is
Wow, big daddy.
his
You're the first one?
yeah. He's the eldest one. That's it. We had the chance to travel a lot, so he always tries to speak. He's very communicative, as
He's friendly.
yeah. He's always talking to people. We kind of play that. Whenever he finds someone like in a line to get into a restaurant, he
Starts speaking to them.
yeah, he has a new friend because he shares information all the time. So that's what he likes to do. He likes like different languages, and then
Yeah, like all the times that I wanted to study a language, I got a teacher, you know, which you have to pay for, and my parents always supported me to have a teacher. I didn't only learn English, like I also studied German, Latin, Spanish for a bit, but I can't speak it so well. It's so similar to Portuguese that it's hard to actually speak Spanish. You end up speaking Portuguese, but yeah, I really like it. My parents always just supported me in whatever I wanted to do.
and hopefully he's gonna study engineering as well.
Yeah, which I don't like that much, but I'll have to get along.
You said you like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
What do you like about Dragon Ball?
Well, there's some it's very old school, you know.
Yes,
And, like,
but it's still popular.
Yeah, and what I want to try to say is that if I started watching Dragon Ball today, I wouldn't love it. But since I started watching it when I was like 4, the emotional attachment I have to it, like I love it. But I
Grew up with it.
yeah, like I've watched so many anime that I think that my bar, like what I'm into, has changed so much since I was a kid. But since I started watching it so young, there's no beating it, you know. Like I love the fights, I love the transformations. Like I think that it's the most hype anime.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, it was so exciting. Like the hair changing, all the energy beams. It was so cool, like so cool. And for a kid, that's insane. And so it was what I loved about it, I think. It was, you know, when you get older, you say, oh, it's repetitive. The fights are always the same, but it was very fun. I really liked it, and I still have an emotional attachment to
Which
it.
character is your favorite from Dragon Ball?
I think that Goten.
Goku?
No. I think that Goten. I think he's cute. Yes.
Could you tell us the differences between Tokyo and Osaka from your perspective?
Yeah. So we've been in Osaka for not a long time, but straight away I think that the street food culture here is so much bigger than in Tokyo. Like proportionally, I think that Tokyo has many more restaurants where you like walk in, sit down, and they're more formal. Maybe to some degree, I think that Osaka really reigns on street food. And you know, going to the like street markets, and of course Tokyo also has similar stuff. But I think that the way that people eat here is so different, and I really like it. I love street food, and it's been really interesting to see and to, you know, grab these quick bites. And there are so many good izakayas, and I love izakayas. Like we have many of them in São Paulo, and each day more open. And I love that type of food, and it's being very good here as well.
Do you know about Osaka dialect? Osaka dialect?
No, not at all. Not at all.
In Osaka, we tend to joke around, and being funny is very important. You can be popular among people if you.
Oh, yeah.
In Tokyo, they tend to be serious. That, in my opinion, that's the big difference between Tokyo and Osaka.
Cool. I didn't know that.
And if you come as an exchange student, you may want to try this. Nandiane. Nandiane.
Nandiane.
Good job, good job.
Nandiane.
When someone joking around and silly funny, you say Nandiane. That means,
You're silly, right?
yeah, you're so silly. Why are you saying that? And that's that pattern you will see. Most of Osaka people say Nandiane.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's cute.
You want to practice it? Nandiane. With your dad. Good job.
ごちそうさまでした。ごちそうさまでした。
Like it.
ごちそうさまでした。
How was your oysters?
Absolutely amazing.
It was really, really
Oysters for the first time for you.
Yes.
I hope it's your memorable experience.
It was so nice. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you for coming to Osaka and coming with us.
Yes.
Sure, our pleasure, and you see you back in Brazil.
Yes, come over.
Please be our guide.
Yes.
Sure.
And please come back to Osaka as an exchange
Oh yes,
student.
we will.
And then
I
please
will.
don't
I
forget
will.
Nandiane.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
perfect. Say bye to the audience.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching.